I'm ready when you're ready. You ready? I'm ready when you're ready. Right.
Ready.
Guys, welcome to another episode of Sleepyhead, where Steven scares himself. I'm Jason. This is Scaredy Cat Steven. And I want to do a couple shout-outs.
Shout them out.
Mad Wamba, thank you for watching.
Thank you, Mad Wamba.
Sean Henry, thank you for watching.
Thank you, Sean Henry.
My name is Thad. Thank you for
Thad.
watching. And I really thank everybody that watches the show, and I just really appreciate you guys watching, and please share these. We'd like to have more people watch, and we make YouTube videos. We want to reach out to everybody, but
right.
I am very grateful that we have our core followers.
I am too. That makes me feel
Sean
good.
Henry, Matt Wamba, Stu Murray.
You can always count on them to.
Cat Mannington on our Facebook page. Yeah,
we salute him.
Wait,
you were in the Navy. You should know that.
I'm tired.
That's okay.
That's no excuse. So on this show, we talk about our dreams. And
we do.
Dreams we had yesterday, dreams we had the day before, dreams we had from 20 years ago.
20 years ago. This sounds awfully familiar.
I know. The same intro from last episode. We're filming these back to back. But today, Steven has a dream. And what's this dream called?
This dream is about my Grandma Ella and my dad. And it's called Dad and Grandma Ella.
Oh. Alright, take it away, Leo.
Okay, this was Sunday, April the 12th. 2015. I had this dream between 9 and 10 o'clock a.m.
Man, that's really recent dreaming.
Yeah, And this also happened to be the 70th anniversary of the death of Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Oh.
The day that Harry Truman was sworn in as our 33rd president. So that has nothing to do with the dream, but it was on that
what
same
number?
day. 33rd.
33rd. Wow.
33rd.
Wow.
33rd.
I just amazed that you can keep track of the numbers of presidents.
Well, I try.
Good for you.
I try. This is kind of a short dream, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
SMO.
You're small. Small. SMO.
Sure.
Where's he gonna sit? Where? Where's he gonna sit? Okay.
Cannonball Run, ladies and gentlemen.
Now let's see what happened in this dream. Okay, I was over at my Aunt Marie's house, but Aunt Marie was not in the house. My grandma Ella was in the house. This is my dad's mother.
Oh, that's right across the street from Melissa. Melissa used to live, right? Gotcha.
But we were not in that house.
Ah.
We were in where my Aunt Marie lived, and that's the house across the street from the Brahms up here on Gary. I think I've shown you that house.
Gotcha.
But anyhow, in my Aunt Marie's dining room, in reality, that's where she slept in the dining room. She had a bed in there, and she had a hernia of some sort, and it seemed like she had to. The bed was slanted, and that was where she slept. She didn't sleep in the bedroom. There was an old bed in there, and I think the bedroom, that house was so old, there was no lighting in that bedroom.
Ooh, that's weird. That's an old house.
It was kind of a creepy old house, too.
Was it creepy?
It was. But,
how creepy? That there was no light in the back bedroom?
It's very creepy.
That's creepy.
It's very creepy indeed, yes. But anyhow, in this dream, we were in the dining room, but the bed, instead of being on the east wall, was on the west wall. And I remember I was sitting there with, my Grandma Ella was sitting on the bed, and it seemed like Dad and I think we were standing. And Grandma Ella was talking about how she was going to buy a new car. And she wanted to go to Texas.
You got a car?
No. She wanted to drive down to Texas to visit her half-brother and sister-in-law. That's Bill and Froney. Yeah. Now, there's two things already completely wrong with this dream. First off, Bill and Froney never lived in Texas. They lived in Louisiana. Bossier City, to be exact. This is my aunt and uncle. And the second thing, Grandma Ella never drove. She never had a license.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
She didn't drive.
Yeah.
I think Dad tried to teach her one time and she wound up in a ditch or something.
Oh.
So she just was not capable
Wow.
of handling driving. So there's already two things completely wrong with this dream. Aside from the fact that it was at Aunt Marie's house and the bed was on the other side, that's wrong too. But anyhow, she was
flip-flop.
I know, she was going to buy a new car and she was going to drive down to Texas to go see Bill and Froney. And I remember Dad said, "Well, Mom, we'll just take you down there. We'll all go together." And then the next thing I know, Dad and I are sitting on the bed, and Dad's telling me, he's talking to me about how important it is that someday, that I need to be married someday.
Okay.
Yeah, he was talking about, I don't remember what he said, but it basically was, "Stephen, someday you have to be married to somebody. You've got to find someone to get married." And Dad was telling me this.
It's kind of random.
And at the same time, he was holding this old red tape player that I had. And I used this tape player so much to where the little door where you stick the tape in, that came off. I used that tape player so much.
Mm-hmm.
And he was playing gospel music by George Beverly Shea.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you remember, we featured some of his music. Big
on our podcast.
Yeah, he had a big bass baritone voice. But while Dad was telling me about the importance of marriage, he was playing this tape of George Beverly Shea. And he was singing like he sang in real life, but we might want to throw just a little clip of Beverly Shea on there so they can hear what his voice was like.
Okay.
But he was singing. His voice, tone of voice was just like it always was. That big baritone bass voice, that bass baritone voice that he had. But he was singing like he was 4 years old. And
What, your dad or Beverly Shea?
No, George Beverly Shea. Remember, Dad's playing this tape, and he's holding this tape player on his lap, playing George Beverly Shea's music and talking to me about the importance of marriage.
But the music was coming out like a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
With the baritone voice?
Yeah. I mean, his voice sounded just like it did in his adult, but the way he was singing, and all I remember was something about, let me see here. All I remember, I don't even remember the music, but I just remember hearing "Everything in the Kingdom," and something about what else was there? Oh gosh, what's it? Wit. I remember. I just remember "Everything within the kingdom." That's all I remember. And then I woke up.
But with his baritone voice.
Yeah. So throw a clip of George Beverly Shea on there so they can hear what he really sounded like.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, he's a deep, baritone, like I said, gospel singer.
Yeah, almost an operatic voice.
Yeah.
So. And that was the whole...
That's the whole dream?
That was the whole dream. Everything with the kingdom. And that is in no way a knock on anything. That's just what I heard in the dream.
Yeah, that's just the dream.
And I love George Beverly Shea's music.
How's it go one more time?
Everything with the kingdom.
Sing it in a deep voice, though.
That's about as deep as I can get. I can't get. I'm a tenor. I can't get very low.
Do it.
Anything past middle C, I can.
Try.
Everything with the kingdom.
Oh man, that's funny.
That is the music that was playing from this little red tape player that I used to have. Dad held it on his lap. I can't say that. But he held it on his lap and he was talking to me about how the importance of being married. And he was basically saying, someday you need to be married, Stephen. And everything in the kingdom. That's all I remember.
George Beverly Shea sings gospel music to kids. That must have been the kids' album.
That would have been a beautiful album in reality.
Well, yeah,
not singing it like a 4-year-old.
It's for the kids.
Everything with the kingdom.
Alright, how do we get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me at scharwood@gmail.com.
You can get a hold of me at facebook.com/GOODISH. Is that right?
Yep.
It says so much I don't know if it's true anymore. So, okay, thanks for watching. Sing it one more time.
Everything with the kingdom. And that's when they stop watching. Pinball.